Hey guys, it's Dave here from Creative Path Films, and in today's video, we're talking about looking room. We recently put out a video on headroom, which in many ways is the sibling to looking room. So if you'd like to check out that video, you can find it just here. Where headroom determines the amount of space above a subject's head, looking or leading room is the amount of space in front of the subject's face, or gaze, more specifically. The rule of thumb with looking room is that you should adhere to the rule of thirds and position your subject's eyes on the top third line on the intersect point. They should have approximately 2/3 of the frame in front of their face, leaving 1/3 of the frame behind them. This is the amount of looking room that is typical on most productions because it feels comfortable, natural, and well balanced. The reason that this works is because it reflects how we experience social interactions in real life. Imagine you're watching two people have a conversation. You'd notice that your eyes would drift back and forward between the two people depending on who's talking. And you'll notice that your gaze passes over the space between them, but largely ignores the space behind them. And so when staging, shooting, and editing a two-hander between two people, it's natural to follow these same principles. We'll typically position one subject on the left-hand side of one shot, looking to the right, and the other subject on the right-hand side of the reverse shot, looking to the left. This places the majority of the negative space in both shots between them. This works a treat for scenes when both characters are in a situation where they're comfortable, open, and friendly with one another. But not all scenes are going to be like that, are they? What about when we want our audience to feel a bit uncomfortable, a bit tense even? Well, that's when short-sighting comes into it. Short-sighting breaks the conventional rules of composition by positioning a subject where they're right up against the edge of the frame with minimal looking room, and the majority of the negative space is behind them. Short-sighting gives the audience a very uneasy feeling. They feel boxed in, uncomfortable, and claustrophobic. And this is because they can't visually see what lays ahead of the character. This is a terrific tool that you can use when you want your character to feel oppressed or claustrophobic, and you want the audience to feel the same way. This technique was used extensively and to great effect in The Handmaid's Tale. You can also use short-sighting to great effect to build tension in two-hander conversations. By positioning one character facing away from another character and bearing up against the edge of the frame, this will make one of the characters feel trapped and at odds with the other character, giving the audience a clear visual into the relationship between the two characters. This technique can be compounded even further when we add movement into the mix. Short-sighting a character in motion makes us feel incredibly uneasy as an audience because we don't know what the character is moving towards. We don't know if they're going to run into a wall, be hit by a bus. We don't know what lays in front of them. We're literally visually blindsiding the audience. The space in front of a moving subject is also called lead room. Like any of the rules of visual language, it's important that you understand them and why they exist before you decide to break them. But when done well, under the right circumstances, breaking these rules can be an incredibly powerful tool. Well, I hope you learned something from today's video, and if you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up to let me know. And if you have any questions at all, as usual, let me know down in the comments below. If you'd like to see more videos just like this, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next video.